What's going on, guys? Seth Spartan here, the one and only. Today, guys, we're going to talk about something extremely interesting and important, and there's nobody else talking about this. I have never, ever heard anybody else drop this big secret, this big bombshell secret and facts as I'm about to drop right now. What am I talking about? I am talking about the difference, the honest truth, pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages, of what? Synthetic HGH, right, versus HGH peptides like Samorlin, CJC DAC, CJC no DAC, and things of this nature. So I'm going to give you guys the honest truth. Let's say you get 2 IUs, right? 2 IUs worth of growth hormone release from peptides or from synthetic HGH. You'd say, well, 2 IUs is 2 IUs. No, it's not, guys. They are not the same. Here's the punchline, as fast and as easy as I can give it to you guys. It's beautiful out today. Wonderful. I think I'm gonna go to Florida the rest of the year when it's not spring or summer here in Wisconsin. But anyways, and that'll have to wait when I'm not broke anymore from all my crazy business adventures. But anyways, guys, okay, so here's the punchline. The punchline is this, is that let's say we take 2 IUs from, here's a great example. Let's say I take CJC 1295, DAC or no DAC, or even Samorlin, right? Let's say I take one of those 3. Those are all growth hormone releasing hormone agonists, right? So I take one of those 3 and I produce 2 IUs, right? Or I take 2 IUs of synthetic HGH. Now, the normal bodybuilder, fitness influencer, anybody is going to say, what? 2 IUs is 2 IUs. No, it's not. Now, let me explain. There is a big secret. There's a big secret regarding HGH peptides and also synthetic human growth hormone. And here's the differences. It's a double-edged sword. There's an advantage to peptides that synthetic HGH doesn't have, and there's an advantage that peptides don't have. Now, what am I referring to? If you take an HGH peptide, one of the ones that I laid out, what you're going to do is you're going to stimulate your pituitary gland in the center of your brain to release a big pulse of human growth hormone. Now, when you do that, you're going to get something that synthetic HGH can't give you. What is that? When it's released from the pituitary in your brain from peptides, you get a huge spike, a huge increase in human growth hormone levels. Not only in your bloodstream, like everybody knows, but you first get it where? You get a humongous spike, a huge increase of HGH in the brain, localized in the brain, because first it's going to flood into the brain and then it's going to be going systemic throughout your body, and we get all the other effects. So remember this, if you take HGH peptides, okay, what's going to happen is your brain is first going to get tons and a super high level of what? High level of human growth hormone localized, and also then systemic, and the rest of the body is going to receive the benefits, okay? So why is HGH peptides better than synthetic HGH if the amount is the same? Because your brain is going to receive a large, whopping, localized dose of human growth hormone, and this is great for what? Keeping your brain mass high. We're talking frontal cortex, where you're able to think. We're talking the rest of the brain. This keeps your brain, this keeps your thinking capabilities at the 100%. And we know that there's only really 1 or 2 things that recreate neurons, brain cells. 1, HGH, human growth hormone. You're able to recreate neurons, which is great because we all kill neurons, either on purpose when people go out and they drink, or, do other drugs, or who knows what, or, just you get a concussion, or, toxins in your environment, whatever have you, and some die just because they, I don't want to say wear and tear, that's not the right term, but we have things like, they age like the rest of us. So anyways, all of us, some people more than others, need more brain cells. So if you take HGH peptides, I should start walking back here. Gotta train somebody. But if you take HGH peptides, you have the huge advantage of what? Huge localized HGH increase in the brain that you're not going to get from synthetic HGH. It's just not, you can't, okay? Now, on the flip side, there's a big secret with synthetic HGH. What is the big secret? The big secret with synthetic HGH is that there is a profound, powerful, localized, local fat burning effect. No doctor will tell you this. No staff at my hormone replacement clinic. You know, I work for my testosterone and HGH replacement clinic, Prometheus HRT. Use my code if you want to save some cash and get testosterone or HGH or whatever have you, as long as you're healthy and you qualify. But what I was going to say is nobody will tell you this in the medical world because they're not taught this in school. They don't know about it. And most of the people prescribing this stuff not only have not been taught this in school, but they don't take it themselves. They don't notice it. So so I already addressed the pro and the con, or I addressed the pro with peptides. Now, what's the big pro with synthetic HGH? Wherever you inject that synthetic HGH sub-Q, or even if you do IM, I don't know why you would, because you'd lose this effect, but you're gonna have a humongous fat burning effect. Why? The same reason you got that effect in the brain. If you inject the pure synthetic HGH anywhere in your abdomen or wherever you have fat, you're gonna get a humongous localized fat burning effect there, because that HGH is super high, obviously, that concentration wherever you injected it sub-Q. And we see this. This is there's zero speculation on this. This is no doubt proven, okay? So if you got stubborn fat stores and you use real synthetic HGH, wherever you inject it, you're gonna get an extreme fat burning effect there. And obviously from both peptides or the synthetic, yes, you're gonna get from both the synthetic and the HGH peptides, granted the amount's the same, yes, you're gonna get all the benefit of systemic, but I'm talking about that initial where the HGH levels are super sky high, okay? Guys, that's the big secret regarding synthetic HGH and HGH peptides, that I have never ever seen anybody on YouTube cover this, and I've never heard this from any doctor who I've ever worked with or been encounter with over the years. Guys, that's Spartan. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we are out of here. Kaboom!